Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our Ethiopian and Eritrean Doro Wat live stream with Mulu. It's very exciting to have everybody in this live stream. It kind of creates that sense of community, even though we can't all be together and gather and eat. It's still great to kind of know that people are out there watching as Mulu demos her recipe today. If at any point during the live stream that you have questions, there's a Q&A box. You can type those into the Q&A box and I will be able to ask your questions of Mulu. So feel free to, at any point during the live stream tonight, put those questions in. We'll also have time at the end for plenty of questions and chatting. So definitely put those in and I'll feed them to Mulu as they're appropriate. I'll send a class survey out sometime tomorrow. I'd love to know your thoughts on how the class goes tonight, ideas for other classes that you'd like to see from us in the future. It'd be great to kind of get your feedback. I'd love to know that. Pretty much that's it for me. Again, it's really exciting to have you here with us tonight. And without further ado, I will turn things over to Mulu. Oh, if you're joining us a little bit late, you can hit the live button down near the bottom, near the play and pause button, and that will catch you up to where we are rather than making you start from the beginning of the stream. So, all right, Mulu, on to you.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is my first time doing this cooking class, no person inside. So I'm excited and we're going to cook. I hope you have all the ingredients. We're going to have something different dinner in your kitchen. Here we go. You don't have to drive to come here, so enjoy it. So before we start, I have some injera. If you're familiar with injera, I'm going to show you some. So injera is a bread from Eritrean and Ethiopian. We eat this every single day. So I made them today. This is 90% F flour, TEFF, and we mix it with white flour. So we make some snack with injera. So I have some cooking pan here. So we make some injera on the top just to warm up. And then I have some ghee, maybe you know that's ghee or clarified butter. So this one is, we're going to use it for cooking tonight. So I'm going to put some in my injera. And then we put some berbere. I'll show you one moment. So I have some butter. I'll put in top of injera. And then I have some berbere. We're going to use it for our chicken sauce for Doro Wat. This is berbere. It's a spicy from Ethiopian Eritrean. I brought this one in wholesale that you can find in city market or in Amazon. So you put a little bit berbere in the top with your injera. This is a little snack. I'm sorry you're not going to taste it, but if you make injera, you can make it this way. I just want to show you what kind of snack you can make it. So
I get to eat it and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll find somebody to eat it in the room.
Yeah, someone will eat it, don't worry.
So we need plate and I'll show you how we're going to do it.
Yep, that. Yep.
There we go. So the injera is ready for snack and then there we go. I hope you can see it. So this is just a snack, some berbere and butter. You can add little salt if needed. This is the way we eat some snack. I just want to start with this. But now go back to work. We're going to work now. Let me move this a second. So we're going to start making our Doro Wat. So I hope you have everything. So let's go one by one with the ingredient. Then we're going to chop the onion. Okay. So we need about 3, I don't know how many serving we're cooking. We need some onion. We need some crushed tomato. Any brand, it's okay. Doesn't have to be this, but the crushed tomato. We need some oil. Canola oil, vegetable oil work. We need salt, black pepper, and ginger and garlic. And then we need some ghee, some butter. Hope you have that. And then we need the spicy berbere. So the berbere is up to you. You can do more or less, depend how spicy you want your Doro Wat. And then we need chicken. That's the main thing. You need chicken. It can be breast chicken or thigh chicken or drumstick. So we're going to use breast chicken today here. So let's go to work. We're going to chop onion. We're going to dice the onion. So I'm going to do mine. Hopefully you're going to start yours too.
Yep, I know some people had asked me for the recipe ahead of time to cook along. A lot of people are going to watch as a demo, but some people are going to be cooking along with you. So if you are cooking along, I'd love to get some pictures emailed to me of how it turned out.
Perfect. Yeah. I would love to. Excellent. So yeah, I'm chopping my onion. We dice 3 onion or 2 onion, depend how many big meal you're going to cook for how many people, but I have 3 medium onion for tonight. Our sauce need a lot of onion. That's the sauce make thicker when you have a lot of onion.
We do have a couple questions coming in already. I don't know if you want to chat while I ask them. Are there other flours that we can use to make injera besides teff, millet, ragi, or other?
Yes, you can use corn. You can mix it corn, self-rising, and barley. I don't know if you're familiar with barley, or millet. It's a lot of flour you can use for injera. Sometimes depends the flour. Maybe the injera is not bubble enough or soft enough. You ferment it for 3 days. If the weather is very hot, you can ferment it for 2 days. But winter time, you need to ferment. So if you don't have a starter, like usually I do some starter, I leave some starter at home after I finish my dough from some dough. But if you want to start from scratch, you can use some yeast and then put some water, keep it for 3 days. Then that will be your starter. You can do that way. You can do little flour with that, then you can start. It's kind of sourdough bread. So it's very easy. I know first time or second time, it doesn't turn well, but if you keep trying, it'll be good. And it's a little time consuming, but if you think you want to eat injera, I know you can do it.
Mulu has actually taught her injera class with us before. Maybe we'll get her on the schedule again and she'll do a live stream on injera.
Yes, we'd love to do it together. Some injera class, hopefully in person. Soon something will be changed. Hopefully, we're hoping. For the people who live in very far, still we can do it online too.
The other question that came in already is, do you have a recipe you recommend for making your berbere spice mix? I know you buy yours, but do you have a recipe that you think is close?
Yes, you can do it if you have all the grinder and stuff. So usually you need your chili pepper, the red one they call Mexican, they call it, or chili pepper. It's red and dry. You need those. Then while I'm answering for the berbere, I just want to show you the onion. I just peeled them, so we're going to dice them now. I want you to keep going with me. So yeah, you need the chili pepper. It's a lot of seasoning inside the berbere, like coriander, ginger, cardamom, fenugreek. I hope I say it correct.
Yep.
And then garlic, what else? So many, about 10 ingredients inside. So you make dry all these ingredients and you grind them together with the chili pepper. So that you can make your own berbere. So easy way, maybe you can follow recipe from online, but I never did it at home myself. I always buy it. So yeah, I never did it.
Yeah, so the person that just asked that similar question, what can I use in place of berbere if it's not available? You could sort of try to combine a bunch of different spices that you already might have in your spice cabinet with some cayenne or some chili powder.
Oh yeah, I think paprika. It's very similar. It's kind of raw. It's not seasoning. You don't feel the flavor, but it's almost similar like berbere, the paprika.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up. Yeah, I looked it up before too, like how to make your own, and there are a ton of different recipes, so you could kind of just look for one that sounds good to you with all of the different.
Did I answer her question?
Yep.
That was the answer? Okay.
Yep. And then someone else said, what's another good brand if they don't want to make it? I know we sell the Teeny Tiny Spice Company one here,
yes,
which is
the
nice.
No, how do I say it?
The Teeny Tiny Spice or Teeny Spice Company?
Tiny be spicy. They have berbere, say Ethiopian berbere. It's very small container. Maybe you can use it for 3-4 times. But if you're planning to cook with berbere a lot, they have a good places in Ethiopian whole. It's called Ethiopian berbere online in Amazon. A lot of people using it. For me, mine came from wholesale in DC. It's a lot. Now I have from Minnesota. It's about 80 pounds, 60 pounds I shop. But yeah, you can find online.
Yep. So Tom, your question about what stores can you find it? If you're local to us, the City Market, we carry it, but online is always a good option. 1 second,
I'll show you one brand they have in City Market. 1 second, I'll show you.
Do we have it in there? I think we have it in there. Yeah.
Berbere, but I see the brand.
Yeah.
Some, I don't know if you can see this brand. They sell it Ethiopian berbere too.
Frontier
Yes.
Spice Co-op. Yep.
Yeah. So this one is another brand. They sell it berbere. It's very close flavor. I try them for vegetable when I cook vegetable or chicken, roasted chicken. I use them. So it's very flavor good too. You can type that.
Great. Yep. I'll type those into the chat box for people. We have someone asking if you can use all-purpose flour for injera, or will it not work?
Oh no, I never did. Or not all-purpose, but the self-rising.
Self-rising flour.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the self-rising mixed with corn, even some people they do oat flour.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gluten-free, you can use oat and egg. So, yeah, I think I don't know in this City Market or the other one they have the loose one. You can the thick one.
Yeah, sometimes we do. It's one of those things that kind of comes in and out sometimes.
Yeah, and then if they don't find here, they have in Healthy Living. They sell them there too. With the loose one. I hope you are dicing your onion. I'm a little crying. I don't know about you.
Onions always make me cry.
I'm
hoping I can stay far enough back.
That's the good part. I got the best knife here. Did everybody hearing me well? Did the sound, do I have to be a little loudy or just?
No, I think you're doing okay, especially because the fan stopped running. So.
Okay, so we get perfect. Okay, we're almost there. I have 3 big, medium, or large onion. So I have 1.5 left. Sometimes you don't have to chop with your hand. If you have food processor, you can put it there too, your onion. That's more easy. Okay, get in there.
You do that so fast and they're so even. You have so much practice.
It's like, I'm kind of spoiled when I did cooking class and people was checking for me.
Yeah.
But right now I have to do it. And the knife is helpful. It's really great knife. There you go. Almost there. If you have any question or doesn't have to be related with Doro Wat, but with different dishes, let me know. Whatever I hope I'll get the answer, but feel free to ask me. Okay, almost there. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to wash my hand. I'll be there soon.
Yeah. Lots of hand washing.
Yeah.
Tracy, that's awesome. She's made her own before. Smoked paprika, fenugreek, cumin, coriander, ginger, garlic, onion, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice, turmeric, cayenne. That's amazing. What a great list.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found it. That's all I want to tell them.
And yes, all of this onion is for 4 to 6 servings. You'll see when we do the cooking, it really does kind of cook down and help thicken the sauce. So it looks like a lot, but.
Yes, so I just washed my hand. My onion is ready. I hope yours is ready. This is the pot I'm going to use. You can use anything you have inside the house. So I will show you. Just going to wear gloves, just saying my hand. Okay, here we go. So I have all my onion ready. Okay, let's put it in the pan. And then look like a lot of onion. You can do it maybe between medium to high. We'll stop for now. We need our onion to cook a little faster. Then we can make it low after we put our berbere.
Is onion pretty much the basis of most Ethiopian and Eritrean dishes? Like you're always just going to have onions.
We eat a lot of onion. I don't know why, but maybe make the sauce thicker and give flavor. I guess the other flavor too. Yes. So you don't have to add the oil. You can wait 5 minutes maybe. Then we're going to add. So you can put your stove between medium to high. So I'm going to chop the garlic. Let's do the garlic next, and the ginger. Then I have a little extra recipe today. We're going to make a little salad after we finish chopping all this. I bet you have maybe in your fridge some cucumber, tomato, and jalapeno. I don't know if everybody uses jalapeno, but in the kitchen, but this is jalapeno. We're going to use cucumber. And then fresh tomato. We were going to make a little salad while we cooking our onion. And this is red onion. So all you need is this for a little salad on the side of your chicken. So I have about 3 garlic cloves. So we can just dice the same like the onion.
While Mulu is chopping, I'd also love to know where people are watching from. It's been really exciting for me to find out with these classes that Eventbrite kind of publishes it to other people outside of the Vermont area. So if you're watching, I would love to know if you want to put in the chat box where you're watching from. It's very exciting to me to see kind of how far we're reaching. So if you're comfortable sharing, I'd love to know.
You don't want your onion to burn. Just keep checking in a few minutes. So I'm going to dice the garlic right now. I think everything is smooth when the knife is smooth. There we go. Our garlic is ready. It's just dicing. You can make 3, can make 2 cloves. Then I have ginger. You can peel your ginger with a spoon. I'll show you how to do it. There we go. So I have a ginger and I have a spoon. This is I learned just in this kitchen. I use potato peeler, that's more easier for me, but you can do spoon as well. So you can peel your ginger. I hope you see me. There we go. Great. Perfect. Oh yeah, I just jumped for cooking. I just introduced myself again. My name is Mulu. I'm originally from Eritrea. But this food is for Ethiopian and Eritrean. I lived since 2006. I live in Vermont. I live with my family in the area, and I love cooking. I didn't go to school to be a chef or a cook, but just by watching family member. And then I just love feed people as well. And I do some pop-up dinner around Burlington. In this moment, it's talk that I do take out dinner.
They're excellent. If you're in the area, you should always get Mulu's food when she offers it. It's so good.
Thank you, appreciate. I just had dinner on Saturday, and January 16th, just 2 days ago. I have 167 people take out dinner, and I enjoy cooking, and because of my customer, I'm doing it again and again. And whoever is coming, in case you are there, guys, I appreciate you, all of you, for supporting me, for coming, take out dinner. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I just clean the ginger. While you're doing that, you have to check your onion. Yeah, it's kind of a little sweaty, so it's good. When you wait before you put the oil, you can wait a few minutes more. So we can dice our ginger while we're waiting for that.
We have someone who wants to know if you could talk about what distinguishes Eritrean food from Ethiopian. They often hear them discussed together, but are there differences between the two?
Sure. So the injera is the same. Maybe 90% people, they use egg injera. Sometimes they mix it with sorghum or corn, but mostly it's egg. So the injera part is the same, but the sauce is a little bit different, slightly. Almost, if you cook lasagna, house to house is a little bit different recipe. That's it. That's the same thing. If you cook Doro Wat in Eritrea and in Ethiopia, maybe the Ethiopian, they don't use too much tomato. They use so much berbere. It's more spicier and harder. The Eritrean use different, little bit tomato and stuff. So it's slightly different. But one thing is different is it's called kitfo. It's Ethiopian ground beef. In Eritrea, it's not very known, but and second one is they eat raw meat. Sorry, that's true. So the raw meat they eat it's very traditional, especially if you have some baptize or wedding. It's really people will come with dress up to serve you this with a lot of spicy. So in Eritrea, we don't have that. So something like that is different. Other than that, if you cook greens, kale, color green is the same, lentil is the same. It's just different houses, different, maybe more spicy, non-spicy. So that's all. Does that answer your question?
Sounds good to me. I always talk about how I don't really like spicy food, but I love Mulu's food.
Oh,
Mulu's food is right on the level of spicy for me. That's like, this is awesome instead of this hurts.
I have a friend, I always tell her jalapeno is not spicy, you can handle it. But she always says it's too hot, it's burnt. But I feel like jalapeno is okay. You can try it. I know if you don't, maybe you don't have it inside the house, but just buy it and try it. You will get good flavor, especially if it's cold in winter. We need a little spicy to keep us warm.
Yeah, the berbere is that right level of like spicy, but not too spicy.
Not too spicy. You don't need to burn your mouth, all your throat to make hot. I don't eat too much hot sauce too, but I need something good flavor food with the heat in your mouth. So I know you can do some. Our ginger is diced, our garlic is diced. So we are ready to check our onion, and we're going to add some oil now. Okay.
Tom would like to know how your food is different or similar to Somalian food. Do you know a lot about Somalian culture?
I do. It's very different. Maybe they call it injera. They make some injera, but it's not fermented. They can make a dough and make injera right away. So it's not something sour, and injera have to be little sour. This is the thing. Injera, either you're going to like it or you're not going to like it. It's not between. Some people, they love it, even eating just piece of injera without no sauce. But some people, they say, oh, it's too sour, they cannot handle it. So Somalian food, injera, they call it, it's not the same. And then, yeah, it's very different. The closest is Ethiopian and Eritrean, they have the same food. Yes. So I'm going to add some oil in our onion. The onion looks like cooking. I hope yours cooking too.
Yeah, for those of you that are cooking along with us who decided to cook along, how's it looking? Doing well?
Perfect. So I put some oil.
We are just sweating the onions. We're not caramelizing them. They're getting a little bit brown, but we're not trying to.
But we wait until toasted and brown. It's not just, yeah, for now, maybe, I don't know, it's a kind of
Tilted, there you go.
Still need to go another 15 minutes, maybe. We need to be our onion a little bit brown. Not very brown, but a little bit. There we go. So.
It already smells so good in this kitchen, and all you've done is do onions and garlic. Like, it's so
nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to wash my hand and see them. Okay, so while we are waiting for our onion, if you have in the house tomato and cucumber, we can do it together. Otherwise, just watching me. Maybe next time you can try. So this is salad we make very simple and easy, and will be tasty. Anything you have food, you can use it side dishes, or you can use it in summer just without nothing. So I have tomato. I have 2 tomatoes. I'm going to cut them in the middle. There we go. So it's, you know how tomato is very watery inside. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to smash it, just gentle. So when you chop it, it will be a little bit like this. Hope you see it. Okay. Perfect. This is going. Same time, check your onion.
Look at that sizzle.
Yeah. We don't want to chop again. Another onion if it's burned. Excellent. So still chopping my tomato. Okay. This is looking good. After you see this one, hopefully tomorrow you go and shopping and do my salad. Some of you already do this salad at home, so never mind. Perfect. So the tomato is ready. I'm going to put them in the bowl. There we go.
We did a version of the salad in a class over the summer that Mulu taught with us, and it was so good with local tomatoes and local cucumbers. It's still going to be really good in the winter, but so good with fresh summer.
Oh yes, summer specially. So yes, our tomato is ready. And then cucumber. We have some cucumber. You can peel your cucumber if you want. We wash them. All these tomato and cucumber, we wash them ahead of time. You can rinse them, but the skin you can keep it or you can peel it. It's up to you, I guess. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think this knife going home with me, maybe. Fix it. I'm coming back. Wash my hands.
Super hygienic. Good.
Okay, I'm here again. So when you cook the chicken, if you want to cook very fast, whatever kind of chicken you have, you can put them in oven for between 30 to 40 minutes before you add them in the sauce. If you are kind of in rush to cook, while the sauce is going, you can put the chicken in the oven. Today we do it different way. We're going to put it inside the sauce. But for next time, if you want to cook this dish, you don't have enough time, you can do the chicken in oven, not burn, but just a little bit soft and cook. I think I'm going to use the, there, so let me check. Yes, the onion is getting brown slowly. I don't know if you think it's happening. It's same thing. There we go.
Yeah, great sizzle.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, my mask doesn't want to go, keep on coming back.
I have a paper masks. Do you want a paper one instead?
Yeah.
Or the face shield? Whatever's easier. Do you want the face shield or the paper one? Okay. Yeah. Let me grab the paper one.
Okay. Thank you.
Doing a quick mask switch. Pardon the interruption.
I think whatever mask I did is not working maybe because my ears is kind of.
Yeah, it starts to pull on your ears. Yeah, same thing with my mask.
Yeah.
But no worries, we have extras.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully this mask stay in my mouth. When I talk, my mask is slightly just falling down. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? How is the onion going for you?
No questions so far on people.
I bet they are focusing cooking,
Yeah.
maybe.
One question I have is someone says the recipe says 1 teaspoon of chopped garlic and ginger, but what you have chopped there seems like more. Is it one of those things where
Oh,
it needs to take?
yes. The garlic is maybe 1.5 teaspoon, but the ginger is 2.
So could
Yes.
people do it kind of like whatever their own preference is, if you like it really
Exactly.
gingery?
If you want to follow the recipe, that's the right one. But the problem when I get the ginger, I just chop them all here for now. Yeah, the more is the better. I love garlic and ginger.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, if you have only that amount of garlic and ginger, it's gonna be worked perfect. We're almost done with the cucumber. I know this is not in the recipe, but well, cooking the onion to do some, show you something. So, how is your onion going? Mine is getting a little bit already. Maybe another 5 minutes. We're going to add some berbere and some tomato. It's getting there. If you want to see it, hopefully I don't know if you can see it, but just that time.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
And I just wish everybody could have smell-o-vision and we could smell through your cameras because the kitchen smells awesome.
It smells strong, good. Yes.
That great cooked onion smell.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm going to add the cucumber with the tomato. Look, a little bit, a lot of salad. Then you can make this salad and you keep it for 2 days, 3 days. It's not something, if it's lettuce, maybe usually if you dress in the lettuce, you don't keep it for long hours. But this one, you can keep it for little longer hours. So I have jalapeno and red onion for the salad. So I'm going to put half of this. This is big onion, so half of the onion I'm going to add it in the salad. Just need half of it. So it's You dice them this way. I hope you can see it. And then the jalapeno you can cut them in half. And then just, they call full moon, maybe. No, half moon. There we go. This jalapeno. If you think jalapeno is too spicy for you, you can avoid that. Just do the tomato, cucumber, and the onion. So I have this one too to add to that. Cilantro. You can chop it a little bit. There we go.
Cilantro or parsley.
Oh,
we did.
Yeah,
we did parsley, but you could do cilantro,
you can
right?
do cilantro, yes.
Yeah.
You just confused with the name. Here we go.
Would you like a bigger bowl for stirring that?
Sure.
Transfer?
That sounds good. They have compost here. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you. So yeah, all the ingredient is inside here. You see it? Perfect. Excellent. Let's check the onion now. Okay, our onion is ready. So now is the time we're going to add some ingredients more.
You want to hold it up to the camera so they can see what it looks like when it's ready?
Yes, of course, I will. I don't know if your onion is brown like this. You can see it.
Yep, a little bit of brown.
Yes. Let me hold it. Here we go. Maybe you can see it now more closer. You don't need to wait until it's burned, but a little bit brown like this will give it good flavor. And then hopefully everybody have berbere, the spicy, but if you don't have this, you can use any spices you have in the kitchen. So I'm going
someone who's cooking along posted a great recipe that other people can check out. There's that all recipes one from Kathleen if people are curious.
Nice. Okay, so this is berbere. I'm going to add in the onion. If you think it's too hot, I'm going to put 4 small spoon, like teaspoon. If you have tablespoon, you can do 2 or 1 or half, depend how spicy you want. But I'm going to put 4 of this one. Hopefully somebody is saying not too spicy. Okay.
It's very cold in Vermont. We gotta warm up. It's like 20 degrees outside. We gotta warm up.
Yes. So this is crushed tomato. You can use any brand, but have to be crushed tomato is good, and diced and tomato sauce. So I'm going to add it with this berbere and tomato. And then going to check them. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Is this another part of the recipe where if you liked tomato, you could make it a higher proportion of tomato if you wanted, or would you stick with that same?
I think tomato, you should stick with the ingredient. You don't want it to be tomato flavor, or you don't want, but it's good for the sauce, make it thicker and give it a little cool down for the spicy as well. But if you put too much tomato, it will disappear all the spicy, all the flavor, so you don't want that. This is looking very good so far. I hope you can see it. You think you can see it, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect.
I can zoom in a little bit too. Ooh.
Yes. So
there we go.
Here you go. We need to cook slow now. Not very slow, but you can put medium. We're going to check it every 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We're going to check this one. If you want, you can add a little water. You can put a little bit of water. I'm going to need water. Carrie, I need some water.
Yeah, how much do you need?
We can do some water. And then let's do the water. If you have cover, you can, thank you. If you have cover, you can cover it too, because sometimes it's the bubbling coming up and all your stuff is dirty. So you can cover it Or you just, if it's not that bad, you just keep it there. So don't add too much water right now. Just maybe half cup water or quarter. Depend how many you're cooking for how many serving, but don't make it watery. Just have not to be stick in the bottom. You need a little water for now. So we're going to leave it this one. I'm going to show you how we can dress this salad. And then if you have lemon juice at home, you can use any lemon juice or fresh lemon. So we're going to have a little bit of lemon juice. And then you need any kind of olive oil. We're going to use this one today, but you can use any brand olive oil for this. So I don't measure when I dress up, but yeah, I think you can do the same thing too.
We found that a lot with our cooking classes is, we ask you to provide the written recipe, but a lot of times you're like, I don't measure. A lot of different instructors
Yeah,
like,
it's very hard. In fact, a lot of people help me when I cook. They watch me, they write my recipe, some of my recipe, because it's very hard to follow exactly because it's a sauce. If something you fry chicken and stuff, you do 1 or 2 or 3, but this is a sauce. So your estimate is very close. It's not going to be very different. So I'm going to put some salt. Depend how many salt you want, but I put like half of teaspoon. Then you need pepper. So not the pepper you write on it. This is black pepper. I couldn't say pepper. Here you go. Oh, one thing I want to tell them. You can put some garlic to here. So a little bit of garlic is good in the salad. No ginger, just garlic. Then you just need to mix it. You can add a little bit of lemon juice or olive oil if you think it's not good flavor enough, or if it's not good salty enough, you can add it. Always you can add it instead of putting too much salt. Make less salt, then you can add it. 1 moment. Let's check our salt.
Yep, and it's right around 6:15, just for your own time.
Okay, great. Oh, 6:15 right now?
Yep, 6:15, and we have until around 7 or a little bit after.
Perfect. Thank you for letting me know. Let's give it another 10 minutes for this one. Then we're going to add our chicken.
Anybody have any other questions at this point? The Q&A box has slowed down a little bit, and that's fine. If you have questions, I'm happy to keep passing them along to Lulu.
Yes. So this is a salad. I hope you can see it.
I'll do some zooming.
Oh, sure.
There we go. Ooh, beautiful
okay,
salad.
I hope you can make it at home. Enjoy. So while we're waiting for the onion, we need garlic and ginger to add right now. So like you said, I have a lot of ginger. The garlic is not a lot, but the ginger is a little extra. It's okay to put a little bit extra, give it good flavor.
I love ginger, so I won't complain.
There we go. Okay. As far as you like it, perfect. That's wonderful. Okay. So give it another 10 minutes and then excellent. So while you're doing that, I'm going to show you the chicken. It's we're using breast chicken right now. But if we have drumstick, you can remove the skin. Usually we don't cook the skin here. Because where I came from, chicken is different because we don't have a package like this. You have to have the real chicken and you do the process, So we eat the skin too. We cook the skin, but here we always remove the skin from drumstick. We don't cook it. Yeah, you can rinse your chicken with lemon juice. We usually rinse it, quick rinse. So I'm going to, this is a breast chicken, it's big, it's not gonna be cooked quick. So you can slice it in, depend how big you have, maybe 4 or 5 slice. You can see this amount. If you have drumstick, you don't need to slice them, you just cook them the way they are. So Okay, let's do this.
Someone wants to know if you have an estimation of how long it'll take from start to finish.
Oh, if you do it the traditional way, cooking slowly, take 2 hours. Because you don't need to rush it, the onion, the spicy. In fact, after we add the berbere, the tomato, ginger, and garlic, you can wait 45 minutes with no adding anything, just slow cook, just little water. You check it every 5 minutes. But some people, they use this pressure cook. They put everything, after you fry the onion, you can put everything in the pressure cook. It's very quick. You can have the same result of sauce, but I never tried to make a sauce over there. Some people, they don't have enough time to cook all this for 2 hours, so that's why I'm trying to give you different.
Yep. Yeah, and we started around 5:35-ish with all the prep and all that, but it has been cooking pretty much since we got the onions done, you know, so it's been going for a while.
I'm kind of, because we have limited time here, I'm making Russian right now. I'm going to wash the chicken, then we're going to add it in 10 minutes. So I hope you can see it. I hope your sauce is looking the same, like this. I don't know if you can see, but the sauce is thick and nice. It's bubbling, cooking, so you can cook it slow. If you have time, you don't rush it. The flavor is more tastier and tastier. So if you have you don't have to have lemon to rinse your chicken, but usually we soak them with lemon and rinse them. Or it's just the way it is. This look like good packaging. You just cut them and put them in the sauce. So I just want to let you know how we're doing it. But most of the time, if I cook for takeout dinner, I don't rinse the chicken because it's a lot of chicken. It came in package. It's gonna be cooked enough here almost until the chicken is cooked well. So it's not something scary, you know, to eat. There we go. So I am adding one more chicken, and then we're going to rinse it.
Yeah, this is definitely a very saucy recipe when you're done. You'll see when we're done, it's chicken chunks in a sauce. It's not chicken chunks just barely covered with sauce. So it's great because you're going to scoop it up with that injera or the rice. Are
you following me, or did you have any question? It's not something difficult. This is, anybody can do it, I know.
Yeah, no questions coming in so far.
That's okay, that means they got it.
Yeah. And no, we haven't added the butter yet. We just have the oil in there.
Yeah. The butter we're going to add soon.
We're going to add it soon, but it's not in there yet.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah, the butter is here. So the spoon is very small here, I guess. This is teaspoon, so we're going to use 2 teaspoons. I'm going to add it soon. But before that, I'm going to add the chicken just to cook it. Maybe we need between 30 minutes, 45 minutes to cook chicken. But this is, since it's breast chicken and I cut them in a small size, about 30 minutes can finish. If you don't chop them or you put them all the way like the whole breast chicken, may need another 45 minutes to cook, but this one is not big. Just cut them, like slice them small.
Great. Along with that, someone had the question, you slice the breast, would you cut it if it were doing thighs too?
The thighs, sometimes they have a big meat in the chop, so you can do in 2 sides, move little meat, then it will be in the middle. But if you have time, I prefer not to cut it, but a whole thigh. So it's really, in fact, when we cook chicken, I like something with bones. It's really give it good flavor for some reason.
Yeah.
So you don't need to cut it if you think you can cook it until it's ready.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. Let's see the time.
Can you use a new spoon because you just touched it with the raw chicken?
Oh.
Yeah, so you want to grab a new spoon because you touched the spoon with the chicken gloves.
Thank you.
Yep.
Perfect. I can have another one. I thought the gloves was clean.
Yeah.
Again, I show them the size of the chicken then, or people. Oh, thank you for showing me. Perfect. So we may add in 5 minutes We're going to add our chicken inside, and the salad is ready. If you have any salad, you can put it in the side. And we're going to have boiled egg. You can boil your egg while you're waiting for this one. We're serving this boiled egg.
Do you want me to peel those for you?
Sure.
Put me to work. I'm here to help.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm gonna peel some hard-boiled eggs while I'm watching the question and answer section.
Yes. And if you think is very spicy, we use plain yogurt. You can put some plain yogurt in the side. We usually use feta cheese. It's kind of homemade feta cheese we use with the chicken in the side. But or yogurt, plain yogurt, you can put in the side. If you think it's too hot, just to make cool down while you're eating, either with any kind of bread or rice. Usually we serve it with injera, but if you don't have injera in hand today, you can eat it with rice or any kind of bread. Okay.
Someone had a question about how much water you added. The recipe, I think, said like add the extra water. It's really just to keep it the consistency that you like, right?
Yes, I add about half cup of water until now, but I may add more before I put the chicken on. So the sauce is thick. We don't need the sauce to be watery. We don't need a lot of water, but make sure not to stick. So you have to add, if you need it, maybe you have small sauce and you need a little watery, still you can add a little more water. And you can see after you put the chicken on, you can see if you need water, you can add to. If it's very thick, your sauce, you need a little bit loose, you can add more water. Okay, so maybe I can change my glass and put. So just to make it feel good, maybe you didn't have lemon today, not to wash it, your chicken. If you think your chicken is very old or keep it in fridge long, it's always good to rinse it, but today, just to make it the same like here. So this is clean and neat, so we're going to put it on, okay? Just to keep our time is, have a little bit parsley here in this cutting board. Here you go.
Green speck.
Yeah. There we go. So we need 30 minutes for sure. We need this one 30 minutes.
Maybe while it's cooking, do you want to talk a little bit more about sort of other dishes that you might eat in Ethiopia and Eritrea?
Of course, yes. So I put my chicken on. I'm going to add a little more water. Just, you can cover it. If you have lid, you can cover your sauce, or you just can leave it this way. Make sure to put your heat is medium, not too high. You don't want in the bottom to be stick, so have to be cooked. So yeah, mostly we eat a lot of vegetarian where I came from. It's not because they think it's healthy. It just that's affordable. Like if you eat lentils, greens like collard green and kale, and we have a lot of fasting season too. We don't eat meat, so people have to eat veggie. So from a year we have the Easter lentil, the Christmas lentil. So almost every 2 months we have fasting. So a lot of people fast, not eating meat, and plus meat is more expensive than veggie. So mostly weekends, holidays, you eat. So you get your protein basically from lentils, a lot of lentil. And then we have this called shiro, chickpea powder that is get from many seasons, almost the same season you put in berbere. When you grind the chickpea, you put those seasoning. So that's very common food. Almost people eat every single day. It's a sauce. It's made from chickpea. So that's another dish we eat, and then lentil, you can eat it as curry lentil or spicy lentil. If you do the spicy lentil, you use the same process, almost berbere and onion, all the process, except instead of the chicken, you can put the lentil. So we eat a lot of lentils and chickpea and greens. And another dish we have, it's cabbage, potato, green beans, and carrot. This dish is very common. Almost, if you have two dishes to eat for today, maybe you can have one lentil, one cabbage, or one green, one lentil. So we eat a lot of this.
Now that you've moved to Vermont, do you find that you do a lot of cooking still from Ethiopian and Eritrea, or do you tend to mix in some more American stuff?
I just cook once a week because my kids, they're not interested to eat these meals every day. So I cook so many variety foods, and then all my daughter, she can eat maybe every day. She likes spicy food. My son, he doesn't like. He likes something with the bun inside, you know, anything, maybe burger, pizza, all this food, which is we don't want to eat, my daughter and I and my husband. But yeah, we cook rice, chicken, so many different things.
Don't laugh at my terrible hard-boiled eggs.
Oh yeah, it's broken.
They suck so badly.
Yeah, yeah, we do a lot of different kind because first of all, it's time consuming as well too. So it's good when you have free time because I'm working. So yeah, and
Great. Someone wanted to know, is ghee traditional? Is there something special about the butter used in Ethiopian cooking? Like usually it's a spiced butter, right?
Yes, the ghee is very, very, in fact, almost they put it in breakfast. We have a dish, breakfast made with ghee. So it's a non-salty butter, regular butter from the store. This one is cabbage, right? Yeah, cabbage. It's non-salty. So you boil it in the pan, slow boil all the butters. So you can see some junk coming out in the top or in the bottom. You remove that. Then I added coriander and fenugreek. You roast the fenugreek first, then you grind them. Then you put ginger, fresh ginger a little bit, and garlic and red onion in the bottom. So when it's boiled, you do all these ingredients after it's boiled. So slowly you can see the garlic and onion change brown, like burn. Not very burn, but brown. Then that means it's ready. You can turn off. Then we have another bay leaves and basil leaves. Both you can put in that too. So about 5 ingredients or 6 you put boil with the butter. Then you put a little bit of curry. That's why it's a little yellow. You can see maybe in the bottom is something dark on it. All the seasoning, when I drain them, you can see there. So yeah, that's why they call it clarified butter. But where I came from, you go to the market, you get all this big butter, fresh butter. So it's not something that's packaging in a small containers or something. So yeah, this is here is just butter like this. Yeah.
Great. And then someone wants to know, what kind of lentils do you like best or use most in Ethiopian and Eritrea? Are they green lentils, red lentils? We usually make red lentils together, right?
Do you call them orange or red?
I call them both. I call them red lentils,
you have
but
some here, no?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We
So,
might.
yeah, I use them. Yeah, the red lentil, the split lentil, or sometimes we use a brown whole one. Even we make salad with that one too. So I'm going to add a little bit of water, and the chicken still is cooking. We don't want to be stiff, so you can have a little water. Yeah. So I serve dinner, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning, it's takeout dinner. I work with North End Studio, if you around Burlington. It's North End Studio is located in North Winooski. Now they have another one open kitchen. They call O'Brien Community Center in Winooski. They run by North End Studio. So they do once a week different countries food. They call it international dinner every Saturday. So I'm one of them, and I do once a month. Yeah, if you want to try, you can go. And I have a website called Mulu's Kitchen and Catering. You can see me there. I used to do a little bit of catering, but now because of the COVID, I'm not doing the catering, but I still do the pop-up dinner, take-out dinner. So if you want to buy ticket, you can go to North End Studio. You will see the event. My dinner will be February 20. I hope I'll see you there.
I'm going to put some of those links into the chat for people. So I put Mulu's website link, and then I'll find the North End Studio link as well.
Yeah, maybe you can find my link in the website, and it'll be easier. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. So now we can add our butter. So yeah, that's the difference with the regular butter and clarified butter. Or they call them ghee. They have here too. They call them clarified butter. So I'm going to put some clarified butter. I say two spoons, but I always fill them up. Hopefully.
So this recipe should still work pretty well with just plain butter if people don't have the spice butter that you have, right? Because we have such a great spice in the berbere.
Yeah. It's very good with the butter. So far it's looking good, and we can put. And add our salt. We need 1 teaspoon salt. I think the salt we have to do get measure. I cannot add extra. And then you can have half teaspoon of black pepper.
How do you spell the chickpea sauce that you were talking about? Do you know how to spell
Shiro. SHOIR. Let me think.
I can just Google it.
Yeah. I don't know if I give you correct.
SHIRO. There we go.
Yeah, sure.
SHIRO for that chickpea sauce that Mulu was talking about.
Yes, called Shiro. So it's really.
That sounds delicious.
But, yeah. But, excellent.
Yep, at 6:30, so we're perfectly on time with the cooking.
Maybe.
And then,
yeah, I would. We have another 22 minutes to cook.
Great.
So.
We're going to be right on time, then. That'll be great. We'll cook it and we'll plate it up with the injera and the rice. So yeah, now's a great time while we have some downtime with the cooking. Any other questions that people are curious about, things that you want to chat about with Mulu? This is sort of, like I mentioned, when we had these classes in person, normally we'd sit and eat with our plates and have time to sort of chat over dinner. And this is sort of how we're going to do that now. So I'd love to pass along any questions to Mulu, anything you want to know more about, or if Mulu, you just want to kind of chat about more stuff.
Well, I never think in my life I'm going to cook food and show people or cook self-food. So this is something, this is true, I'm sharing with you. I moved to Vermont 2006, sorry, 2006. I came from Montreal because I got married, and then I moved from Canada here, even though I'm originally from Eritrea, from East Africa. So in Vermont, as most of you know, it's not diversity. You don't get restaurant or anything. So I used to work one place, a woman met me, and she told me, oh, my son is in Ethiopia. Then I say, oh, can he bring me some spicy? She said, sure. So she gave me his contact. I contacted him. He's from Burlington. Then I told him, can you bring me berbere? All this berbere spicy he brought me. Then he asked me, would you cook for me and my friend? I'm vegetarian. Can you cook for me? I say, sure, I would love to, because he brought me some spices, so I have to do something for him, even though he paid me for my ingredients. So I told him, oh, how much you can charge? I told him, just pay me whatever you want, that's okay. So he paid me. Then the people they ate in his house, they want another event, they asked me to cook for them. Then he say, oh, can I give them your contact? Because such and such want your food for party or for some occasion. I don't remember exactly what was the party. So I say, sure. Then slowly people love my food. And then I say, whoa. And then, I don't know what's the, we have to have insurance to do catering, this and that. I don't have any knowledge because I work full-time other places. So I'm just doing this for weekends. Then slowly one of our friends, then I didn't do it for a long time. But one of our friends from Burlington, for me and my friend Algana, she asked us, I don't know if you're familiar with Artrite in Pine Street, it's a restaurant. They were doing every Saturday or every week is different country pop-up dinner. Then she told us, oh, would you like to try, ladies, to do another, to make pop-up? So my friend, she was home, staying home. She was raising kids. She didn't have a job. She's a nurse, but she was home. And I wasn't planning to do the cook, but she encouraged us and she took us to meet the owners. I'm going to add a little bit of water for our cooking, just to let you know. Still is doing good. I hope your sauce is getting together. So she took us to meet the owner, and we met the owner. They are two young men. Maybe I need cover.
Do you want the lid?
Yes, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they are two young men, the owners. They offer us to start food pantry, to do pop-up dinner. So first time we have opening, we have 300 people do reservation. So we were overwhelmed. We have so many helpers in the kitchen. All our food is prepped. They prep for us. They have a lot of workers. But no, first we helped them. Then later, slowly, we worked with them for 5 years. We did pop-up dinner once a month. So slowly took over to do all the prep. But in the first 2 months, we helped them prep. It was crazy. People is waiting 45 minutes for their table, this and that, because it's new for them. They didn't believe on us because they didn't know this many people will do reservation. They were shocked. So she has a younger girl. My kids was young. They helped serving. All the waiters, or even our husbands, my husband, her husband was helping serving. So slowly, we learned so much from the kitchen and from these owners. That's why I cannot open restaurant. I saw it behind the kitchen, how much time take, how much commitment you need to do all restaurants, even though I would love to have my own restaurant and do every day this food. But yeah, we stayed with them for 5 years, but later slowly, they didn't keep all the pop-up dinners. They kept us, but they took over. They want to serve their own food. They have another chef came doing 5 days, and they give us Sundays once a month. We did it, but eventually the corona came and the owner sell their restaurant to different person. And then my friend and I say, oh, what's next? Before the corona, they were a little bit slowly, they were planning to sell it. So she started doing it her own. She had her own website, I have my own website. Even though we have the same Facebook page, it's called Ethiopian Eritrean Cuisine in Vermont. Even though we have the same Facebook, but we have 2 different business, we doing it our own. So I found the Northern studio to do this pop-up dinner. Before it's takeout dinner, I started doing buffet style once a month. I did it for a couple of months, I think September to December. This was 2019, sorry.
Time is
This is, I shouldn't be wrong. My kid is not here, thanks God. You know, this is, I should say, how can you say 2009, 2019? So yeah, it's, was great. They offered me to do this buffet, and people was very happy to come. Buffet, you pay one same fixed price, eat as much as you want. So yeah, we had good experience. Then when the corona came, I didn't work. I didn't do any food between almost February to May. Then they offered me, would you like to do takeout dinner? Maybe people is interested to have takeout dinners. Then we did it. Since then, I'm doing this once a month.
Yeah, they're super popular too. I know that they sell out a lot because you just, you know, I think a lot of people are not only interested in your food, but are just loving trying different things during all of this.
I myself, I buy from the dinner. Like I brought Middle East dinner. I brought so many Greek. They have one-time Greek dinner.
Yeah.
So it's really.
Yeah, I published that link in the chat if people want to go check it out. If you're local to the area, there are a ton of great ones coming up, and then you can grab tickets for Mulu's as well.
Yeah, so the sauce is getting slowly together. I'm making the stove a little bit low. You can do that too because you don't want to burn in the bottom. If you need a little bit of water, still you can add, not too much, but just give it a little bit at the bottom. There we go, getting there. Okay, so did you get my story? Maybe hopefully you understand what I said.
Yeah, a lot of people are just saying thank you so much for class. Some people are definitely going to try out the recipe. They're really excited to try it now that they've kind of seen you go through it. But yeah, totally open for more questions.
Yeah, you can do it again for sure. You can change a little bit slightly the way you want, but instead of just eating different kind of chicken, you know, chicken you can cook it so many ways, but this is Ethiopian Eritrean cooking, especially if you have time, we are home, you can cook it very slow, and then you can serve to family and friends.
Would you ever do this with tofu or other vegetarian things, or would you just do a totally different recipe that was made for not meat?
Yes, we did it here with fish. We used monkey fish. So we did all the same sauce, but instead of chicken, we did the fish. But the fish, you cannot put it in the sauce to cook it. You have to cook it in oven, like chop, like a cube that you can chop them as a cube. Then put them in oven, just put a little salt in the oil, put them in oven. While that one is roasted, when the sauce is ready, you put the beef inside, the fish inside. Maybe you can cook it for 10 minutes together. If you put it straight to the sauce, because it could be failing or a little mushy, I guess. So yeah, you can do with tofu too. I never tried, but this is my plan to try for my vegetarian people. I use mushroom. So instead of beef or chicken, you can use mushroom. So the mushroom, the same thing. You cannot put the mushroom right away there. You can put them in oven to roast it first, because mushrooms take a lot of water when it's come. So you can roast them first to give you good flavor in the sauce. Then you can add it in the sauce, the same we did with the chicken. Then you don't have to cook it 40 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, just to combine the sauce and the mushroom. So yeah, but you can try with tofu too, because I have planned to try something for my vegetarian customer instead of doing the same. I do usually lentil come all the time or greens, but as a main dish, either a mushroom or I did potato. It's potato dishes, but it's the same. You don't have to roast the potato, just you put it inside the way we did the chicken. So it will give, if you are vegetarian, it's a good sauce with potato or zucchini. So I did those before, but I never tried with the tofu.
I know seitan might be good too. That like
I heard about
it's got the chew of like chicken, but
yes. In fact, I have cooking class other places before the rec department. So what she did, the lady, she brought her own.
Seitan.
So yeah, she brought her own. So we make the sauce. I make one sauce for herself. Then instead of beef, she used us. So it worked for her. Yeah, I didn't serve it, but she wanted to eat it instead of beef. Yeah.
That's why I love these recipes, because it's so customizable.
Yeah, it's very easy too.
If you like ginger, add triple the ginger. If you don't like it super spicy, calm it down a little bit. Yeah, that's great.
Exactly.
You are vegetarian, don't have to eat it.
Yeah, in fact, when I served 160 people, 60 of them, they are vegetarian. So I understand a lot of people around here, they are vegetarian. So I'm trying to create some new recipe for them. You know, it's good to try something new too for me.
Someone asked if you could make this in a slow cooker or a crock pot.
Yes, you can do that. That's why I said earlier. I mean, you have to fry the onion though. Yeah. Fry the onion slow before you put it in the slow cook. That will give it good flavor, because if you put it, just chop onion inside, I don't think the flavor will be okay. But yes, you can do in pressure cook or slow cook. Yes, you can do that. It's not an authentic way, but if something you're rushing and you want this kind of sauce, definitely you can try it.
Great. How much time do you think it's got left? A few minutes on it? Got your timer going?
Another 7 minutes.
Great.
Yes.
We're going to be perfectly on time at 6:45.
Yeah. If you wait 7 minutes.
I'll show you how to plate it up with the injera.
Yeah, we'll show you that. Or if you have rice, we'll show you with rice too. So you can have two options. Or if you have a bread, different kind of bread, you want just dip it and eat it with bread as well.
Yeah, I know someone you suggested before, pita breads, because they have that same like flexible.
Yes,
You
we
can use
use
it.
it.
To grab.
Yes,
Yep.
we use it a lot. As pita bread is really good too. Yeah, and I'm very thankful to get this opportunity to come show the food and my culture. I'm always excited to do it, and I appreciate City Market. They invite me, they open the door for me, so I just want to say thank you as well.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, great. My pleasure. I'm always excited when I hear cooking. I'm just excited.
We've had a couple people who said they'd love to watch an Injera class, so maybe we'll
Sure, I would love to show you. And yeah, we're going to try. Even though if you don't have the same skillet, like, you know, the flat, it's called non-stick skillet with electric. Mm-hmm. But always you can use non-stick fry pan, like mm-hmm. the fry pan. So we can do that, yeah. Just tonight or tomorrow, if you have yeast at home, if you have different kind of flours, mix it and leave it for 3 days. Then try it non-stick cooking pan. For sure, you will see water in the top, and then you see all the flours, all the dough in the bottom. So always drain the water, keep it in the jar, the water, because you cannot add tap water to cook it, to do it at the last minute. You need that drain water, you drain it from the fermented, mm-hmm. the top one. So you can use electric mixer or just whiskers, how do you call it? Whiskers? Yep. Just mix it with that. Then you can see the, like when you do crepe or pancake. So you can add a little water if you think it's too thick or too, because you cannot fix it if it's too loose. Better to fix it when it's thick. You can add a little bit of water and mix it. So you can warm up your fry pan. Then you put a little bit, if you have a jar, and this is a pan, dump it in the middle, just shake it a little bit like this, cover it for a minute, minute and a half. Then your injera is ready. Try this if you're interested to eat injera.
I love Mulu's injera. It's got this great spongy texture, and it's got that nice sour fermented sort of sourdough taste almost. It's so addictive. I'm one of the people she mentioned who will just eat it plain. Like it's used for, you know, scooping up meals and sauces, but I will just eat it plain.
It's getting there. Ooh, careful, it could be popping. So we'll give it another 4 or 5 minutes, then we're done. Then I'm going to wash my hands and put some rice and some injera in plate, and then I'm going to show you. Hopefully your chicken is almost ready too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been commenting that they want to get the ingredients and cook along, so we're going to be increasing the berbere market.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of people are going to try to find some.
Yeah, we can use berbere with so many dishes. It's really, it's a good thing. It's not because my food, I like it. I will eat it. Even if it's from the farm, I will eat berbere. It's really good.
Yeah. If you have a lot of people in your area who want to cook Ethiopian food, you can also order it in bulk. I know you can get like big 5-pound packages of it and stuff on Amazon, and you can always split it out among people.
Yeah, they can do that too. That's wonderful.
The cookbook club.
That's a good idea. Unpack, because otherwise you don't need to keep all this berbere.
Yeah, the cookbook club at the library might be doing that for one of our cooking.
Yeah, I did over there too.
To the person that said that the room must smell delicious, yes, this kitchen smells so good. I seriously wish we had a way to make sure everybody could smell it, or you all could be here. I miss having people in this kitchen, but yes, it smells amazing.
I hope your kitchen smells the same thing too.
Yeah, your kitchen can smell like that too if you make this recipe.
Yeah.
Oh yes, for everybody who's asking asking, this is being recorded. It records automatically when we do these live events. It takes a while to process the video file, so it'll take me a few days to get it up onto our website. But I will post the link in the Q&A box to where all of our virtual classes are held, and just check back. I can send an email out through Eventbrite. It'll probably be hopefully Friday, maybe potentially next Monday, just depending on the size of the video file. But yes, we are recording this so that you'll have it available to watch back in case you have any questions. And I'm also always happy to have you email me any questions, and then I can forward them along to Mulu and get an answer for you. So yes, I will post this when it is done processing, and happy to have you ask me and ask Mulu any questions.
Yes, feel free to ask me. I would love to help. She can share my email. You can direct email me if you want. Or if you want some injera and you try it didn't work for you, you can still buy injera from me. I don't do it a lot, but somebody really wants to eat injera and cook this food, just need injera, I can make it time and make for you. So yeah.
You have to be in the Burlington area though, she can't ship it.
Thank you for
all the people that are watching in Canada, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a lot of Canadians watching tonight.
I'm sorry, maybe they have closer place, more Eritrean and Ethiopian food, maybe.
Yeah, we have a lot of people in Vermont. We had a lot of people from Canada. We had some people from New York. We had someone in the UK. We had a great spread tonight. That's awesome.
That's lovely. That's why they call it food connection, you know?
Exactly.
It's, a lot of people say food can connect us together. I guess if we didn't have this cooking class, we didn't have this many people from different areas. So I'm very happy somehow to be part of this. Okay, I'm going to make my injera ready, and then the rice.
Yep, the rice is over on the stove. I can bring that over if you want.
Okay, so then we can have show people how to do it.
Right here on your workstation. I gotta say, I'm really excited to eat dinner, and I'm sorry that everybody else can't be here, but I'm really excited.
Yeah, so this is injera. I just cut them because you can have the whole injera in big platter, but if you're eating in a small plate, you can cut half of the injera, put them in here, and then roll the two injera and put them in the side. So we have rice here, and then I can put the rice in the side bowl. Or depend how you want it. You can even put the sauce in top of the rice, or if you like to eat the rice by itself the way it is, but I'm going to put the sauce in the top, that way it doesn't go everywhere. This is good. Okay, so this is our last one. I'm going to turn off the stove. Hopefully yours is ready too. I'm just using the time, 30 minutes should be work. But if you think yours is not ready, you can give it a few minutes more. And then, yeah, let's do this.
Oh, that smell, every time you open the lid, that's awesome.
It's go everywhere. I'm making it smell of the whole building. I feel bad, I don't think that. Okay. Perfect. Woo.
They're gonna come up from downstairs and like, why does it smell so good?
It smells good, yeah. So the injera is ready. I'm going to put the sauce on top of the injera. Usually we put the sauce on top of the injera. If you have two kind of food, 3 dishes, you can put it all together. So you can have the sauce. The sauce is nice and thick. It could be more thicker if you leave it maybe another 15 minutes. So you have this one. And then we have some boiled egg. So you have some boiled egg, you put it on top of the sauce. Then you can add more little sauce in the egg. So you can mix it.
My terribly peeled egg.
So right here, then you can add a little bit of salad in the side. If you don't have the salad, no need it. You can enjoy all the chicken sauce without no. There you go. I hope this inviting you to come for dinner.
Do you want to make that your plate and demo how you use the injera to
Oh,
kind of
sure,
pick up?
I'll show you that. But if you, definitely, if you have rice at home,
Yep.
this is the rice. So it's two ways. You can put the egg in the side and then put the sauce in the side. But right now I'm putting in the top of the rice. Some people, they don't want to mix it, the rice with the sauce. They want it in the side, but I would eat it this way because the sauce needs to be holding somehow. And then you can put a little bit here. If you need some salad, I put too much rice in the plate already, but if you want some salad, you can have
Beautiful.
some salad too as well. So this is it. So the salad make it a little bit cool down too. I hope you can see it. So you have the chicken in the middle and the boiled egg and the salad. It doesn't have to be the same salad. You can do any salad you have on the table. But this is, it's filling and big meal.
It's just what I want. It's like, you know, it's like 15 degrees outside here in Vermont. I'm so
Oh,
excited
boy,
to
yeah, so
dig into this.
usually when we serve it this way, we use our hand to eat. I wash my hand a lot of time. It's
Yep.
clean. So we don't need utensil. If it's rice, definitely we need utensil. We don't eat. Some people maybe they eat in different country rice with their hand, but we don't eat rice with our hand. We use fork or spoon. But for injera, it is our traditional. We use our hand, have to be right hand, not left hand. So if this is injera, we scoop it because we cut it a piece like this. So I'm going to take my mask for a minute.
Yep, and I am at least 6 feet away. So we're fine.
Yes, so you can do this, the pieces of injera. Oh boy, my mouth is full of water.
It's going to be so hot too. It's just
Yes,
hot.
so let me see. Delicious. Oh, the spice is nice and good and heat. I really like it. This is homemade and you don't have to go to the restaurant. You can do it at home yourself. If you have any question, let me know. I hope your sauce is coming this way. I know if you have a bread, you don't have rice, you don't have injera, put a ball of sauce in there, then just use any bread. It would give it good flavor. It's satisfied dishes.
Wonderful.
Before we go, I want to show you one thing. The sauce, because I use butter and stuff, maybe Carrie can show us. Maybe little zoom. So
Yep.
This is the way it is. So maybe the bottom especially, see how thick it is. And a little oil in the top because we use the oil, the butter. You know, when it's cooked, you can see the oil is coming up the butter. But always you can mix it. So this is it. Hopefully you are so satisfied with this cooking class. I am not the chef, I'm a cook. I love sharing this food.
Yeah. Thank
See
you
you
so
next
much.
time.
Thank you so much, Mulu. That was great. I'll leave this open for one more minute in case there's any last minute questions,
Sure.
but everyone's just saying thank you. It looks delicious. They wish they could join us for dinner. Yeah,
Hopefully.
thanks everybody for attending tonight's class. Like I said, it's great to have this sort of feeling of community, even when we can't all gather together in person. So
Exactly.
thank you all so much for coming. And like I said, I will post the recording from this video, hopefully by the end of the week, and you're more than welcome to cook along with the video. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye. I'm smiling behind my mask the whole time.
We all are. We're all smiling.
And we'll see you in person hopefully soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.